Nope. I cannot add a poll. I was going to try to add a poll.
Oh man.
Yep, I cannot add a poll, guys. I was going to add one. Why don't you go green screen?
Oh. Sorry. Done. I don't want to let you take it off. I'm gonna take it off.
You just go back to green screen and slide over to done. It'll be all the way to your left.
That's what I did.
Now select done. Sometimes I have to do it once or twice.
I did. It's not letting me do it.
Okay, then go down to the pictures that they'll usually let you put up. Scroll all the way over till it says none. Click on none and then done.
That's what I just did.
Oh, well, crud. Do you have to back out, come back in?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. Sorry, guys, some technical difficulties this
Yeah,
morning.
I accidentally hit the green screen.
So it's all good. We ain't got
Howdy,
nobody in here yet.
howdy.
Huh?
I said howdy, howdy.
Oh, there's somebody in here?
Now I'm just saying howdy, howdy.
Yeah. There ain't nobody in here yet, babe.
I know.
They were expecting Clint's critter chats and they're getting hit with this.
They should know because you told them last night. Some of them.
Mhm. So yeah, when everybody gets in here, I have something pretty cool to show.
Plus it's Saturday. Everybody's probably still sleeping
Probably.
or running errands or something.
We'll find out. If ain't nobody showed up by 30 minutes, we'll restart and we'll try the stream again.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Just be us.
Yeah, I mean, if it is, it is. But other than that, ugh, waking up.
Didn't go to sleep till almost 1 last night.
Actually, it was later than that, babe. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock before I was able to go to bed.
No,
Oh,
I
you did?
did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
gotta
missed
watch
the
something
show.
on TV. I gotta watch a movie.
Oh, you got watching a movie?
Yes.
No, I was handling that mess from last night. They showed, that people brought to my attention. I went on ahead and took care of it.
Hi, 4 people. Everybody's
Hello,
talking.
everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's Morning Mojo. Come on in and have some conversation.
Happy Saturday.
I got some cool stuff to show you guys. So come on in and say hi. Well, anyway, love. So what you doing?
Coffee.
Coffee. Same thing. I mean, guys, that was the first thing I did when I woke up. Coffee. I needed it. Like bad. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna get some more light up in here.
Oh, we got 16 in here, but nobody likes.
Oh, shut. Sorry about your tail. I went to put my foot down. He went to wag his tail, and you can guess what happened. That's better. Now we got some more light up in here. Now, hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Say hi. This is Morning Mojo, where we try to make everybody feel just a little bit better. Let's have a good conversation.
Yes, come on,
Ouch.
baby. Uh,
Ouch.
Ouchie.
So yeah, guys. For those of y'all that are new, what's up,
Hi,
Freaks and Dragons?
freak.
How you doing there, Freak?
Oh, not
For those of
much.
y'all who don't know, what's up, Subject?
Hi,
How you doing,
subject.
man? I took care of that little problem last night.
Yeah.
No more issues. What's
Hi,
up, Zay?
Zay.
Nothing much, man. I'm sitting here chilling, looking at the design I drew for my new sax.
Being a freak.
Nice. Let the freak flag fly, man. Let it fly.
Oh, being a freak.
Guys,
We're not a
check,
freak.
check this out. This is the beginnings of my Viking sax. This is what it's gonna look like when it's complete.
Sharky!
We got Sharky up here, but this is what it's gonna look like when it's completed, guys. This
Morning,
is the blueprint.
Sharky!
Good morning.
My buddy's in
Yeah,
here.
what's up, Sharky? But yeah, that's the plans for the Viking sax we're making right now, guys. I know it don't look like much other than a pointed piece of metal, but guys, you got to remember, this was the same over here. So I've done a lot of work on it so far with my forge. We're gonna get outside today, and we're gonna do a little bit more forging.
Hopefully, I'll be back in time to watch it. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look cool when I'm done with it too. There's a, this is gonna be my personal carry around. So this is gonna be what everybody, when somebody asks, "What do you do for a living?" Here you go.
Oh,
But I'm also gonna gun blue it, so it has that nice blue appeal to it, or that nice gun bluing look.
just
Nice to see
relaxing.
you're just relaxing. That's always
Doing
a
the
good thing to be able to
same thing for right now.
relaxing and waking up.
Yes.
Guys, it's pretty bad when you have to relax from your night of sleep. They're gonna think I kill for a living. I kind of do. Hogs. I
Yep. And
hunt
deer.
hogs a lot. I'm so screwed. My friend is getting trained by an expert. I'm just here self-taught.
Oh.
You talk about blacksmithing their subject. Oh, but yeah, I do hunt hogs a lot. You know, so I guess you can say I'm a bit of a killer for a living.
No sword
Oh,
fighting.
sword fighting. I've seen some sword fighters that have got some formal training that can't do crap. But I've seen some sword fighters that taught themselves and are so unpredictable with their movements because you don't know what they're going to do, but they're very efficient with them. They can wreck your world. Ew. Hog ball.
Ew.
I don't want Porky's pieces, okay? No.
You.
Guys, if you're here, remember like, share, subscribe. Let's try to get them numbers up, everybody. But
Hey.
I used to have an aunt that used to love squirrel brains. She'd get mad if you didn't bring
Ew.
squirrel. No Porky's pieces. Sorry. No. No, 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 no. I got tricked into eating Rocky Mountain oysters one time, and that's never going to happen again. Oh, nice. Yeah, but my great grandma and my aunt used to get so mad if you didn't bring them if you brought them a squirrel, you didn't include the heads on it, because they wanted them brains. They wanted them to eat. Back in the fresh
Ew.
candy, cheap brain.
Ew.
I heard it tastes metallic like a penny. Is that true? Because if that's the case, I might be able to try some.
I don't know. I've never had it. Sounds pretty nasty.
It's just another piece of meat, baby. Yeah, we
Ew.
eat squirrels. Oh, it tastes weird. Okay, I got you now. But it's just another piece of meat to me, guys, because here down here we hunt squirrels. I got you. You don't know how to describe it. I understand. But down here, squirrels reproduce like freaking rats, so they're everywhere. They're a real easy, readily available source of food. But that's country living for you. If
Yeah.
if you can hunt it, you're gonna eat it. Guys. My grandpa even used to make whenever I was a little kid. If I shot any songbirds with my pellet gun, he'd make me eat the bird just so it wouldn't go to
Gosh.
waste. Just so it wouldn't go to waste. And that's one thing I wish more people would get into instead of the sport hunting crap where they're just going for the horns and the rack.
Hmm.
Man, use everything. Do like what I do. Use bone, use fur, use it all, guys. So, oh, hun. So I'm glad you like your walking staff.
Yes.
Almost done with it. Just got to do the burning. Just got to finish up the burning and add the tongue oil. And yours is finished. Nice, sweet, and simple.
Yes.
And then once you get it in, baby, you can paint whatever you want. Oh, I love crackling too. Crackling is some good old pork crackling. Oh yeah.
Pork rinds.
What's that?
I like pork rinds.
Pork rinds and pork crackling are about the same. The difference is pork crackling has actually got some meat where it's not just skin.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what pork rinds are, is the skin off the pig.
Oh,
But
okay. I never knew that.
yeah, but when you make crackling, you include a little bit of meat in there with it. So it's kind of like bacon with pork rinds.
He already did.
Subject 14, I didn't just warn her, I chased him off. So, yes, the whole situation with that Zeely guy has been taken care of. Yes, barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Yes, I took that was one of the reasons why I was up so late last night was because I needed to make sure that my friend was taken care of. So I got rid of her. Or I got rid of him, not her. I
If I
warned
knew
her,
that,
got
I'd have
rid
called you.
of him. Huh?
If I knew you were still up, I'd have called you.
Yeah, I know, baby, but it's okay. Because to be honest, I was handling business. I wouldn't have been able to talk anyway.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, because yeah, I don't want bad people running around in Nightshade's chat either. She's a young girl. She does not need that problem. And as her adopted uncle by her family and everything like that, no way, man. Not happening on my watch. So I got rid of the guy. Pretty quick, straightforward, and easy. I emailed her mom. You
BRB,
burn.
okay. See you when
Oh,
you
you'll
get
be right
back.
back. All right. I'll see you in a little bit there, subject. So, yeah, guys, if you come in and you see somebody who might be a little underage, realize that I have permission from the parents. I always get permission from the parents. So, guys, the kids that are here are literally allowed to be here. I have messages from them, so, but they're all kids without dads. So I act like their father figure to them. And it's a big honor for me. Guys, I'm a teacher. That's what I do.
Yeah.
If I'm not teaching, I'm just having a good time. So yeah, guys, come on in, say hi, welcome into the group. Come on in. There ain't nothing wrong with it. We ain't gonna bite. She might.
No, we ain't gonna bite.
You sure about that?
Rock will bite.
I was about to say, you sure about that? Rock will try to eat you. Shuck, no, 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 baby. You already went outside. You got water. You drank it all. That's not my fault. And you had food. What do you want? What do you
Hammer
want, big boy?
attention.
What do you want?
Sharky bites.
What do you want, big vocal boy? Oh, you bite Sharky?
Oh, he's just kidding with us.
Hey,
I
it's
say,
okay. You
brother.
bite. There's some people that like a little nibble. What? Shuck. Come on, baby. If that's the problem, come on up here.
Yeah,
Come on.
Sharky's my younger brother from another mother.
What is up, my Shuck? What you want? Sorry, guys. I'm being distracted. What do you want? You want water? You already drank all your water. You want some more water? All right. Hold on. Let me go get him some water, guys.
Yep. Got a younger brother. Now, oh, okay. Gray and white. That's cool.
There you go, you little fuzz butt. There you go. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, he must have wanted water.
Yeah, he drank all the water I put in there for him this morning. Now he's drinking even more. Cattails. Oh my god. People who bite into cattails is hilarious. Okay, guys. I live in an area where cattails are everywhere. Okay. We used to call them nature's awful corn dog or the corn dog of death. And because, you bite into it, it just be
Morning country.
morning, country girl. And he's like barking at something or licking me. Licking. It better be a dog licking me. No. People licking me, I know what kind of germs are in your mouth. Go away. Only my girlfriend's allowed to lick me. But other than that, don't you lick me. So how's everybody's morning going? I hope everybody's having a good day. We're trying to make sure everybody has a good morning this morning right here. I'm from Southeast Texas. My name is Clint Gage. This is Jen Holder.
In
She's from
North
North
Carolina.
Carolina. You can find her at Jen Holder 976, guys. Go check her out. You know.
Oh,
Oh, you
you're
was
talking.
talking about your dog? Okay, making sure you was talking about your dog and not like your little brother or something. Because I was about to say,
Yeah,
because
in.
I used to have a little cousin that would run up to you and go, hi. And every time he'd say hi, he'd get closer. And if you let him get too close, he'd go, "Meh," and run off. And he'd lick you every time, man. And he goofed up one day and licked me when I was covered in gasoline. That was hilarious. He just,
Yeah.
he started wiping off his tongue. It was hilarious. Going good. All right, guys. But my duck passed away a few years ago, so physically I'm not. I'm good, not mentally.
A few
You're a
hours
duck.
ago.
Poor little duck. What kind of duck did you have? I used to have mallards. Yes, I had some pretty little mallards.
We got some ducks that come in our yard.
No, baby, I own these ducks.
Yep, we got some that come in our yard.
Oh, that's cool.
Run across the
Um,
road.
my friend caught a baby wood duck once and got to raise it up. Muscovy duck. Okay, Muscovy. I know Muscovies. They're really pretty. I'm sorry that your duck died. You know, but you know what? A duck don't live very long, so that's an unfortunate thing. You want a bird that's going to live a minute? Get you on my call. The sucker's going to live to your great grandkids.
Yeah.
But I tend to like animals that live a while anyway, except for dogs. Dogs don't normally live anywhere near as long as the animals I usually like to get. I like to get reptiles,
Hmm.
so reptiles get food. I want a tortoise. I want a big old fat 500-pound tortoise. Yes, I do. You miss my dog? He's right there. See, he already drank the whole thing of water again. You know, what is up, Lettuce? How you
Hi,
doing, brother? Welcome
lettuce.
into the show. Hey, you want to check something out, man? Looky here. I know it don't look like much now, but this side matched this side. And this is me blacksmithing. That is going to be turned into this right here when I get done with it. It's going to be my Viking sax knife.
How you doing, lettuce?
Man, it's their metabolism, their subject. If we slow their metabolism down any lower, then it's going to actually cause most dogs to get sick. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
dog.
Oh, poor country girl. You miss
Oh
your
my
poochie.
goodness.
You have a poor dead poochie. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you, Lettuce.
I'm showing my walking staff.
Oh, right.
Showing my walking staff.
Let
He's
me
got
grab
something else to show you.
right, everybody. This is the walking stick I'm making for Jen. It's got a couple of dolphins drawn
Yes.
into it. We've got waves circling around underneath the dolphins. It's got the Viking symbol for a woman's love for a man, and it's got a cross on it. And
Oh, I'm doing good, Lettuce.
then of course, there's my
Hope you're
signature and
feeling
my.
better.
I'm glad that you're doing good, man.
I'm glad you're
We were
feeling
worried about
better.
you that day you did that video and just didn't say nothing. We were worried about you.
Yes, it scared me to death.
Good
Because they didn't
morning,
know,
Caleb.
they didn't know what was wrong.
Yeah, but it's okay. He's fine. And he's in the chat. That's the great thing. He's here in the chat with us
Yay!
right now. So we know he's okay.
What have you said?
What's up, Fathom Work? How you
Yes,
doing, man? Fathom, 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 fathom.
of course.
I keep wanting to say phantom.
That's good,
That's
Lettuce.
good to know, man.
That's good.
That's good to know. And guys, we're gonna be doing another forging video this afternoon, where we're gonna try to draw out that tip some more, where we can get rid of this cold shut right here. If we can get rid of this, then the tip of the knife is ready. It's literally just forging it down to
Hmm.
being 2 inches instead of 3 inches. So I gotta hammer it down an inch. No trolls today, subject. No trolls today.
No
So far,
trolls.
so far. The little guys can be around every corner. You know, let a man who enters a domicile look cleanly around him, in every nook, in every cranny, in pry and privy, so make sure there's no enemies nearby.
Right.
And I've been looking, and there has been no trolls. No trolls. We're troll free, so you can go on Poppy. Sorry, I can't stand that show, Trolls. You know,
Oh, the
some scenes
movie?
are pretty fun. Yeah, some scenes are pretty fun, but that's about it. I'm gonna make changes to my content too. Okay, Fathom,
Okay.
that's nice. By the way, guys, I hope you all heard my challenge that I issued for take care for kindness. Guys, I'm gonna actually issue a second one. Not only do I want you guys to find a way to help somebody in need, but I want you guys to take and find somebody who's all by themselves and who nobody talks to, nobody likes. And I want you to go talk to that person. I want you to show them some kindness. That's going to be my kindness challenge, my two of them. I want to go to the outback in search of land spirits. I got you, man. I'm going to make change. Okay, yeah, I read that one. I will no longer drink or get high in my streams, and I'm going to try my best to cut out the swearing. That's what's up. What
W-
is up, MWA?
MW.
What's up, MW Hirsch? NWH. That's what I'm going to call you, MWH. How you doing, man? Welcome into the show. What's up to you, my friend? I believe you're Marshall, aren't you? You're Marshall.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Marshall. So yeah, guys, we're approaching our 30-minute mark. So do not forget, guys, go check out at Jen Holder 976. That's at Jen Holder 976.
Oh,
She's my
wow.
wonderful co-host and my absolutely beautiful girlfriend.
Yes. Oh, you gonna cut out swearing too? Your
Nice.
video.
Very good. Very good. I want to go out into the Australian outback myself, their subject, but I want to go out there with a metal detector and go looking for gold. Just
Yep.
for fun. I don't expect to find any, but it'd be fun.
I'm gonna go to France.
And I wouldn't mind going to France either. And you
See
want to
where
know
my
why?
ancestors come from.
Some of them. Yeah, and you want to know why I would like to go to France? Two reasons. I want okay, three reasons. I want to visit first off the castle that Joan of Arc was from, and I want to visit her too. So
Yeah.
there's two reasons right there. Joan of Arc's palace and tomb. I would also like to explore the catacombs under Paris. That are all made out of human bone. I would love to explore that. That seems like it'd be so much fun. Yeah, I want to visit Norway too. I have too many kids
Yes.
finding their way into my stream, and it's making me feel bad because I don't want to be a bad influence. I don't know how they get on because I mark my stream not for kids. And yeah, I'd like to go to Iceland too, their subject. But
Under
yeah,
their parents' account.
Fathomworks, that's why I ended up doing my channel the way I do. Man, because I even set it to 18 and only, and them little buggers managed to find their way in.
Yes,
So
they
I
do.
finally just put the stream suggested not for kids, and just if a young child shows up, I ask them to leave or I ask them to wait till after the show to make any comments if they want to be part of the community. But I don't let them come on my live streams, guys, because sometimes we talk about adult stuff on here, you know, you know.
Yeah.
But now sometimes we talk about things the kids do need to hear, so that's why I don't mind them watching my show afterwards. But I don't want them in the live stream, guys. That's just something that just doesn't need to happen. You know, um, but yeah, it seems like there's no way you can stop young ones nowadays from getting onto your site, no matter how you do it.
Nope.
You just can't stop it because all they got to do is go get Big Brother's cell phone, or go get Mama's cell phone, or go get Daddy's cell phone, and
Or
boom, they're past
grandmas.
the age barrier, and they're in there talking to you. Guys, and I had one lady literally send me an email. Hey, I'm sorry, my daughter has been, watching your show through my phone. She is 15. And I was like, well, yeah, it's impossible to stop it. All I sent her was, ma'am, I try to stop everybody. I do apologize. She found my show. It is up to you whether or not she is allowed to be here. And she said no, she's going to make her go on ahead and unsubscribe, which is cool by me. I totally understand that. As a parent myself, I'd be a little worried about my kids talking to a weirdo with a beardo.
Uh huh.
You but I would also not judge a book by its cover and try to get to know the weirdo.
Hi,
What's up, Big Cash?
Mikash.
What is up?
Hi, buddy.
But yeah, you are right there. Fathomworks, it's best to just find a way to try to cater to everybody. You can't cater to everyone, but you can dang sure try.
Yeah.
You can dang sure give it a God's honest effort to make sure that at least half the people that come into your chat are okay with you. Guys, there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that's going to troll you. There's always going to be people making rumors up about you. It's just going to happen. Hello,
Axel.
Axel. Yeah, I'm doing great.
I'm doing all right.
Now, I know that one was for Axel, but what's up, brother? Welcome into the show, man. You called us in on a 30-minute mark. Well, actually, 29-minute mark. So we are been on for 29 minutes now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do one more little spiel. Guys, go check out @JenHolder976. That's my lovely co-host and girlfriend right here. She's absolutely amazing. Go give her a look. And then, of course, go on ahead, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, come join the family, guys. You know, um, we try to have a good, tight knit community here that looks after and protects each other.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. No bullies here because we're gonna go Rocky on you.
I got my D on them.
And guys, in case of trolls, we have our trusty axe, Trolls Bane.
Dang, that's what you should have used last night.
What's that?
You should have used that last night when that troll come in there.
I didn't have the chance. You guys got rid of him as soon as I noticed him. Like, I looked up, there he was, there he went. So, that's what I think is so great about having such a good tight knit community like we do, guys. Um, we have so many people that are protective of each other, that support each other, that care for one another. Guys, that was what I tried to set this community up for in the first place. So, if you want a family like tight knit community here on YouTube where you're not going to be judged, you're not going to be treated like crap because you're different, then come on in, guys. Come on in. I'm a schizophrenic epileptic. She has scoliosis. And because of her scoliosis, she has a hunchback.
I can't
It
help.
can't be helped. So we don't judge anybody. How can we judge y'all? I'm absolutely not gonna fuss. How can I judge anybody?
I've had people tell me to sit up straight.
I love nature and not the concrete forest that I live in. I wish I could get to see more than just parks. Now, you see, subject, that's what I was talking about the other day about preserving nature. That is why I created the Emerald chapter of the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum. It's because that's why I'm trying to preserve Village Creek State Park. That's thousands of acres of free wildlife, of free forests, and we're trying to preserve it to where future generations can enjoy it and have woods to go walk around in and be a part of nature, as opposed to just some little park smack dab in the middle of a giant city that all you can hear is honk honk squeak, all that crap. You don't want to deal with that when you want to sit down and meditate and have some fun,
Oh
or
yeah,
or just watch some squirrels.
or
I
some
know one guy.
birds.
I know one guy. That's all he does. He's an old man. He can't hunt no more. So he just goes out into the thicket where we hunt at, and he just sits down under a tree and he watches all the wildlife and sees what he can see. And that's a very peaceful existence. Guys, nature is a wonderful thing to get back to, and we need to preserve it. There's a lot of other countries that preserve their wild areas a lot better than we do, and we need to take example from that. Australia, Switzerland, Germany, Romania, Finland, Iceland, Ireland, and Scotland. All these places are just a few that preserve their wild areas with extreme prejudice against anybody who tries to
Mhm.
come. I wish any kids that I have in the future get to see the amazing forest and know plantations real forests. I got you, man. I
Yep.
understand that. If I could have that miracle baby and have myself another kid, then I'm not raising my kid in the city. I will take my child out to the smack dab in the middle of the woods, and if I got it, I'll homeschool. He'll learn better from me than he will from that dead computer anyway.
New
I,
glasses, cool.
nice, Fathom works. You always need new eyeballs. If your eye bibbles don't work, you need some different eye bibbles.
Yes.
Mm.
Sometimes
Uh,
I hate wearing these things.
I actually am supposed to have glasses. Yep, true story.
Yeah,
But my last pair got swallowed, and I do
I
mean
didn't have to
swallowed.
have them until I was 38.
I didn't have to have them until I was in high school, and I started realizing I could not read the whiteboard. I couldn't see what she had written on it. So it was one of those things where it was like I can't take notes. How can I take notes if I can't see what's going on? If I do, I'll be making a video showing them all. Nice.
I can't see
There's
far
some
away.
good
I can
forest
see
in the
up close, but
plantation.
not far away.
Yes, yes, subject. You see, when you go to these plantation areas, or you go to these places that are like, oh, we're a wildlife sanctuary, and they're like 20 acres, guys, and they're claiming to be a wildlife sanctuary, but they bring in the wildlife from other places, and they're always wildlife that the people who created the park want to see, and that's unfortunate. Guys, you should if you got a wild park, you should keep your trails clear, but keep the woods wild. keep the forest the way it is, only clear cut enough for people to see. And that's simply just cutting one road or a few trails, guys. And that can help keep your wild areas completely pristine. But dang sure set it to where if you're going to create a park, I think it should be a standard size. I think it
Uh-huh.
should be no less than 100 acres every time, because at 100 acres, excuse me, guys, while I light some incense, at 100 acres, you've got enough acreage for the animals to be able to thrive and grow. But if you cut it down to 9 acres, 10 acres, something like that, all you're doing is you're giving the vermin somewhere to live. You're not giving the animals that you want there somewhere to stay. You're literally giving the rat, the mouse.
Exactly. And you do also you know about dark oxygen.
Hang on a second. Do I know about who?
Also, you know about dark oxygen.
I have not found out about dark oxygen yet. That is something new to me. I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, Sorry guys, coffee's kicking in. I've got to run.
He's got to go make his pit stop, as I
Yeah,
call it. So you got me for just a little bit. Y'all want to talk to me? Go ahead. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Due to H2O breaking apart naturally into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay.
Oh, I hate nerve damage. I almost didn't make that. I ain't afraid to. I ain't afraid to admit it. I almost did not make that run. That was bad.
Oh yeah.
Really deep down the ocean. That's dark oxygen. I'll have to check it out. I know there's a lake under the ocean that is much denser, toxic water compared
Yes.
to the water around it. And so, guys, when you watch SpongeBob and they're swimming in Goo Lagoon, they're either swimming in toxic waste, oil, or they're swimming in this toxic water that can kill everybody.
I got a question. Yes, there is. They're in Michigan. But you won't get to
Oh,
see the Mars because it's on Amazon Prime.
okay. Thank you, subject.
You
Thank
can
you,
see the
subject.
days on the CW, but not the Mars.
Yeah, the races are to be interesting. I've started trying to race them. Yeah, it's a brine pool. Exactly. It's a brine pool, but it's really briny. Or really briny. It's bad. But I know exactly what you're talking about there. I want to go scuba diving, or actually, I can't do scuba diving because of my ears. But I'd love to go in a personal submarine and go down in one of them blue holes, see how far I can go. You know, that would be a lot of fun. Go cave diving or something like that. Splunking, that would be a ball. I went down into caves before, but I've never actually been splunking, and that would be neat because I love to rappel. I can't rock climb, but I can rappel.
Oh,
If
yeah. Of course.
I've got somebody pulling, I can rock climb. I can rock climb like Spider Man if somebody's willing to yank my ass up. Excuse
So,
the
what's
language.
everybody got planned for the day?
I've been in a few caves actually. There's some around here. In fact, there's one up in northern Jasper that I want to go to. That Bonnie and Clyde, the famous American gangsters, used to hide out in.
Wow.
Nice, 2 kilometers in. That's a pretty good distance. You know, um, we went to National Bridge Caverns in I believe it's Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. And man, they call it natural bridge caverns because a rock collapsed over the walkway going into it that creates this natural bridge. And it's right over the entryway to the caverns. And when we went in, man, there's this giant pile of bat guano right off the bat. All these bats flying around. My sister was freaking out, and I kept looking at her, going, "I'm gonna fuck your blood, blah." You know, even though I knew they were all insect eaters. But it was so cool seeing the cavern systems and how they function, what they look like. It's so much fun.
Okay.
Limestone cave,
I
yes,
got you there.
limestone caves have lots of fossils in them, guys. In fact, they found a lake under inside of a cavern system here recently, big enough to fill up 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools, and that's just what you can see from the surface. That's not even going underneath the water. So they're going to be exploring underneath there, and they're hoping because they found bones in this cave before. They're hoping they're going to find some more sort of fossils. Oh
That's
yeah,
what
the
it
Earth is
is.
definitely amazing. Wouldn't you agree, my love? Mother
Yeah.
Nature's amazing.
I would love to go swim with dolphins.
I've swam with dolphins and sharks. Yeah, we have definitely contaminated the Earth. We really
Yes.
have, man. Subject. We're still looking for people to sign up for the Emerald Knights. If you want to become an Emerald Knight, you know, all you got to do every now and then is just when you have a little spare change or something like that, donate to the Emerald Knights, and you are officially an Emerald Knight. And we will send every last bit of your money to the Friends of Village Creek at the moment because that's the only one we're representing currently.
Hmm.
So doesn't matter if they choose to let me advertise for them or not. I'm going to be giving them some cash, because that's my
Yeah.
uncle's charity and it's a wildlife conservation charity. And that's what the Emerald chapter of the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum is all about, guys. So if you wish, you can always donate to that and let us know what organization you want us to send it to in your name. And we'll send it to them in your name along with the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum.
Well, that's cool.
Okay, subject then. Congratulations. I'll let Sean know you are our second Emerald Knight. You know, so you're our second Emerald Knight. In fact, I'm going to write that down. Where's my pen? Where's my important shite? Uh, Swords, armor, books, more books.
Oh
There we go.
yeah.
Little unorganized this morning, guys. I didn't clean up last night. All right, Emerald Rose.
Oh, okay. Fathom. He's telling us about his glasses.
Nice. All right, subject. Um, we got you listed down as an Emerald Knight, man. Congratulations, you're the first international knight. You're our second Emerald Knight, and you're our first international knight. So, man, you can start up your own chapter of the Emerald Knights and the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum there in Australia if you wish to.
Oh,
You could be a president of your own chapter if you wish. I give you full permission.
so where do I donate?
I will be letting you know tomorrow during Clint's Critter Chats. I can't set up a poll tonight. I was going to be setting up a poll with my email address and my Cash App. And my Cash App is strictly for the charity, guys. It goes to nothing else. But make sure when you go to send the money you give me a message saying which part of the charity you want to donate to. So we'll be setting that up tomorrow. Subject, when you come in later on today, this afternoon, I'll have my email address set up on there in case anybody wants to contact me through that little questionnaire box and write
Uh-huh.
down my email address and we can get to talking, man. Oh, guys, I sleep with too many weapons near me. I got a shotgun under the bed. I got an axe in the bed. I got a sword in the bed. I got a knife near me. Actually, I got 3 knives near me. I got a tomahawk. I sleep armed to the teeth.
I sleep with chargers. Phone charger, iPad charger.
Like I sleep with a charger. Which one? A Dodge?
Yeah, phone
I had to,
charger, iPad charger. So I'm close
I
by
had
to
to throw
charge.
that in there. All
I
right,
know.
guys, got 14 minutes left, everybody. So come on in, have a good conversation. It will be around 1 a.m. I might fall asleep. I got you, man. It's all good. Um, just remember to come back in and check out Clint's afternoon hangouts with Gator for today, and you'll see it right there on the screen, man. You sleep
Wooden
with basic wooden
weapons.
weapons. There ain't nothing wrong with that, man. There ain't nothing wrong with a good old shillelagh. I mean, after all, look at the size of this walking staff I'm making for Jen Jen. It's not exactly tiny. I got big hands. So she goes to mollywop somebody with this sucker. It's gonna hurt.
I got big hands
It's
too.
not gonna feel good. So all of my walking staffs are not just designed to be used as just to walk around with. They're designed as self-defense weapons too. So you can defend
Hold
yourself
on one
with
second.
every walking stick that I produce. That's why I do everything I can to make them out of hardwood. You know, a basic weapon I've been wanting to create there, Subject 14. I've been wanting to learn how to make a true boomerang. Not
I
one of these fake ones that come back, but a real one. I want to try to make a real Australian boomerang.
wow.
And I found my wood carving tools where maybe
Ooh,
I
I
can
know
do it.
something you can put on the cross.
What's that?
Hearts
You want me to put hearts around the cross?
on the cross.
On the cross? That might
Yes.
be a little difficult because I already drew the cross.
Oh.
But where the top and the two angles that go across are, I can put one on this corner and that corner.
Okay.
Um, the only reason why I'm
Like the
saying that
top, the
is
bottom, and on the sides. Like up,
look, you see where your
down,
cross is.
down. Like cross,
I can
cross,
put
and
one
up and
here.
down.
I can put one here, 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 and here if you want me to.
Like this.
Yeah, I can put them here, 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 and here if you want me to do that. But my wood burner will not burn a heart that small. It'll just look like a black spot.
Oh.
A hunting one, a self defense one, a war one. I don't care what type of boomerang I make, but a hunting boomerang would be a lot
Oh.
of fun. What's up, Phil? How
On
you
it
doing, man?
fell. Oh, you're not
But
late.
yeah, a hunting boomerang would be a lot of fun.
Hi, morning superior.
Good morning, Superior. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You're all good, man. You're
No,
welcome
not
on
late.
there, Phil. But how's everyone doing? By the way, guys, if y'all are just showing up to the show, I was up late last night, A, to handle some serious business, and B, to be able to take and design what our Viking sacks is going to fully look like, guys. And this is the finished design. You know, I lightly colored it so it does kind of look a little bit like crap, but it's so I can have my measurements and my precise locations for everything, guys. But this is the basic design that this piece of steel is going to be turned into. So yeah, boom. It's going to go from this to that. So yeah, we got the dimensions and everything. It's going to be a 9 and 11/16 inch long blade. So it's going to be a nice, good long blade. It's going to have its own built-in handguard that's apart from the leaf spring, not a separate piece. and then it's going to have all of its attachments and everything. What's up, Carfire?
Car!
How you doing, Carfire?
Hi, Car!
Oh, hun, I forgot to show you. I got a little further on the jellyfish. I colored the other one.
Oh,
Yeah, I colored it.
hi!
I colored it. Morning,
I'm doing
everybody.
okay.
Yeah, we're doing great this morning. We only got about 10 more minutes left in the show. Give me another second.
No, I didn't. I didn't know nothing about that. I need to go check that out, Car. Wow.
Sorry, guys. Bladder is driving me nuts this morning.
Yeah, I can see your messages, yes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we can see your messages, Superior. Hang on, let me see. Did you know that the First Nation people have an almost perfect society where people do not go to war, but they did have a few conflicts over women? They were very small. Oh yeah. Before we came along with law and order, most people relied on common courtesy, common decency, and honorable. Being honorable. That was what people relied on. And they were taught that. It was just a known rule. You were courteous. You were respectful. You know, um, especially towards somebody of old age. If you ran into somebody who was an elderly individual, boy, you minded your p's and q's back then. And the reason being is because not very many people reached a ripe old age. So I wish, I definitely wish we could bring back those old ways of thinking. That's one of the reasons why I created my channel.
Trash!
Morning to you too, Trash. Welcome into the show,
Hi,
man.
morning trash.
Yeah, Morning Trash. That should be you a show for you, man. Morning Trash. That sounds cool.
Trash talk.
Yeah, Trash Talk.
Hi,
Stolen Generation. Yeah, I understand that. What's up, Caleb? How you doing, man? Welcome into the show. Oh, guys, we have got 8 minutes left. Actually, 7 minutes left. So, if y'all want to, guys, pop on in and say hi.
I'm too trash.
You're too trashy.
He likes his women. No, he likes his women just a little on the trashy side. Like that song, Trashy Women.
Oh man, babe.
I'm
You're
picking.
on. I absolutely adore you. You know that, right?
That is a song. That's a country song.
I know it's technically it's a rock song too.
Is it? I didn't know that. I know it's a country song from the 90s. Hi, Superior.
Okay, Carfire, I get that. If I shaved my face, I'd look like I was in my teens. So that's why I have facial hair. Made you laugh.
Hi,
I'm
Coffee.
trashy, so I think we will get along just fine. What's up, Coffee Cake? Let the
That
fun
fast likes
begin.
that song.
I like that song. Yeah, I like that song. That song too. I've always kind of been into goth chicks and heavy metal chicks and biker chicks. So yeah, I like my women a little bit on the trashy side sometimes too. But Jin Jin has something super special about
You
her. Nice. But
ask me about some music, I'll tell you about it. Some of it I can't.
oh, I understand. It's just like I can talk about my music all day long, but ain't none of y'all gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. Not unless you live in Europe.
Hey, Mr. Fun.
What's up, Mr. Fun? How you doing this morning, man? We're doing great today. We're just sitting here chilling. I woke up late again. I woke up at like 7:30. Which Oh, I'm so tired of waking up late. But guys, I worked my butt off this week so far. Let me get rid of some of
Well, I
these
didn't
notes.
sleep in this morning.
Yeah, I worked my butt off past few days. Use a towel like a nunchuck. Oh, nice. I like that. I've seen somebody actually make nunchucks before using bamboo that they filled up with they filled up the bamboo with some molten plastic to make it a little heavier, and then they added a core of lead fishing weights to it to give it some actual, heft. And man, oh man, was he bad with them little homemade nunchucks.
Country trying to find a man.
Oh yeah, let her go ahead, man. Let her find one.
Let her go
And
ahead.
the worst part about those nunchucks, man, was because it was made out of bamboo and plastic, along with the lead. The thing would flex. So if he'd hit you here, it'd still pop you in the nose. So yeah, he was bad with them little homemade nunchucks, man. You couldn't get near him. He'd sit there like Maxie off a Soul Calibur. Just, I'm sitting back here with my axe going, nope.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. I actually got to speak with some First Nation elders whenever I was younger. Um, we were taken to an Indian reservation, and we were supposed to be doing all these little activities and everything like that. Well, I broke away from my school. I walked right up to the elders that were there, and I sat down Indian style, and I looked at them. Yeah, it was a long time ago for me too, their subject. But I sat down, I looked at them, I said, I want to hear the truth. And they looked at me, white man or white boy, what do you mean? And they literally said, white boy. And I looked at him and I said, I want to hear your truth. I don't want to hear what I've been taught in school. I want to hear the Native American truth. I want to hear your side. And I got the name Little Running Bull. So I actually got a Native American name, Little Running Bull, because I ran right up to him. I actually seen someone tape a knife on each end of a nunchuck. It's crazy. Yeah, guys, that's dangerous. Never tape a knife to anything but the end of a stick and use it as a spear. Do
Mm-hmm.
not tape it to the end of a machete. Do not tape it to another knife. Do not tape it to the end of a nunchuck. You're
Anything.
gonna mess yourself up bad.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, get yourself some armor. Yeah, never do it.
Don't
It's
do it. You
super
hurt
dangerous,
yourself.
and thank you, subject. But yeah, we sat down, we had a good long conversation with them. I have a way of getting Native Americans to kind of be okay with it. Not like me, but be okay with it. And
Yeah.
I will take that because guys, Native Americans have been treated pretty poorly around our country, and around the world actually. So I want to show them all the respect they deserve. So I want their truth, not what we were taught, because that nation of people speaks truth and truth only. They're not afraid to admit when they got their butt whooped, you know, and they're not afraid to admit when they make a mistake, but they're also not afraid to brag about what they did right, so let them go. Learn their truth, learn their side of the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you, subject. Thank you very much, man. Guys, we're down to the last minute. So I'm going to go on ahead and say this. Thank you all for being here. Absolute lifeblood of YouTube. Completely cannot do this without you. You guys are us content creators heroes. We can't do anything without you guys. You know, um, we definitely have to learn a little bit more respect for our fellow man. And that's what we're here for, me and Ginger. We're here to show
Yeah.
you guys there's a way of having a better life. Because if a pagan and a Christian can be a couple and actually be a good couple, then the rest of the world can get along.
Mm-hmm.
It's So, guys, we'll see you all here next time, same place, same time. Although
See you later.
tomorrow we're having Clint's Critter Chat. So tomorrow we're going to talk about both the alligator gar and the water moccasin.
I'll be
So
back Monday.
yeah, it'll be a two-part episode. If it wasn't for you, oh, thank you. Thank you. But we'll
Bye,
see you
y'all.
all later. Remember,
Bye, y'all.
see you from a swamp, later from a gator. Love your mama, love your papa, love yourself. Be kind, and always find a way to help everybody. We'll catch you here next time.
See
Love
you
y'all.
later.
Hit the button.